Hey guys, this is Crypto Goshen. A happy Easter to all of you. So, this is part one of a two-part setup series for Goshen Perps Bot. In this video, we'll do everything that happens before you even open the bot. That includes setting up your EVM wallet, funding it with USDT, creating your Aster account, and generating your Pro API credentials. Those would be your API keys. Now, once you have those four things done, you're ready for part two, where we complete the onboarding wizard inside the bot itself and get you to your dashboard so that you can begin trading. This whole video happens, in your browser. So let's go. Now, as you see here, I am on the Crypto Goshen landing page for the Goshen bot. And by the way, I love this little capture here, a slogan. We created this particular bot as embodied in this particular slogan. It's perp trading without the overwhelm. When I got into perpetual trading, I guess it's been now about 7 months ago, it was just overwhelming. The UI was awful and not intuitive. And so part of what I have set out to do here with the Goshen Perp Bot is to give everyday traders a clean, intuitive way to trade perpetual futures on Aster with no confusing UI. Now, with that being said, just a quick overview. On the Goshen landing page, you'll see this checklist here. Scroll down. 4 things you need before trading live. We're knocking all 4 out right now. And before we do, notice this line at the top here. You can download the bot and use paper trading mode immediately with no wallet needed. That means if you just want to explore the bot first, you can download it. And you download it by going to the bottom of the page. You put your first name in, your email address, and then you're going to get an email immediately asking you to download the bot, either for a Mac if you have a Mac machine or for a Windows machine. Let's scroll back up. Okay. Again, you can download the bot and use the paper trade immediately with no wallet needed. Now, let's go to step number 1. Step 1, set up your EVM wallet. And by the way, EVM stands for Ethereum Virtual Machine. You can do that by either getting a MetaMask wallet or Rabby wallet. Both work perfectly with Goshen Perps Bot. Now, to get a MetaMask wallet, you can go to Google and do a search for MetaMask wallet extension for Chrome. I'm on the Chrome browser. You'll land on this page. You'll see MetaMask here, and then because of the fact that I already have both browsers, you'll see both the MetaMask Chrome extension icon here and wallet, as well as the Rabby wallet. So I already have them pre-installed. I've been using, obviously, both of these for a long time. But basically, you would install yours here, and it wouldn't say remove from Chrome. It would basically say install to Chrome or something similar. Now, the same applies for the Rabby wallet. Both of these are going to work fine with the Goshen Perps Bot. You do a Google search for Rabby wallet Chrome extension. You land on this page, and then you would obviously install the Rabby wallet here. Now, one thing I need to say clearly, and I'm going to say it once. Solana wallets like Phantom do not work with Aster's new Pro API credential setup. And so if I were to go back here, we tried to amplify that message here on the landing page where it says the same thing here. But again, you cannot use the Phantom wallet to trade via the Goshen bot, which uses this new Aster Pro API key setup that Aster rolled out about a week or so ago. Okay, now let us go to step 2. Step 2, get USDT in your wallet. Now, you can buy USDT on many centralized exchanges. If you are in the US, my favorite US exchange is Kraken. Of course, a lot of other folks like Coinbase, but you're in the US, you can actually buy USDT, which you'll need, on Kraken or Coinbase. I've included a referral link here for both the Kraken and Coinbase exchange that will allow you to buy USDT to send it to your MetaMask or Rabby wallet address. Now, before you send, check Aster's deposit page for supported networks. Aster supports specific networks for USDT deposits. Sending on the wrong network can result in lost funds. Again, if you send it to the wrong network, there's a high likelihood you're going to lose your funds, so make sure you check that closely. It only takes 30 seconds to verify before you hit send. Now, once your USDT is in your wallet, either your MetaMask or your Rabby wallet, you're ready for step 3. Now, step 3, create your Aster account. Now, what you want to do here, you want to go over to asterdex.com, and what we'll do here, you're going to land here, go to just the landing page. You'll land here. Sorry. Let me type that in without all the noise, because this is what you're going to see. I've actually been into Aster, but you're going to land here on the landing page, and then you're going to click on Launch App. Once you click on the Launch App link, this is where you're going to land. Now, the first thing you want to do is to connect your wallet. Now, I've already done that, as you can see, but let's say if I disconnect, it's going to look just like this. Now, again, you want to make sure that you are on the right EVM wallet that Aster requires. And that, in this case, I'm going to recommend that you guys use the Ethereum wallet within your browser. So you would use the Ethereum wallet, which I'm already on the Ethereum in my blockchain in my MetaMask wallet. And so you want to also make sure that you click on the drop down to make sure that the matching blockchain is checked or selected here. So that's Ethereum. Once you do that, you're going to click on Connect Wallet. You're going to find the wallet that you are connecting to Aster. In my case, it's going to be MetaMask. You're going to have to do the connect and then the confirmation. And then that's going to be it. You're going to see in a minute. It shows now that my Aster account here is connected and tethered to my MetaMask Ethereum wallet. You'll see if I click on receive address, Ethereum, last 4 digits, 26D8, matches here. Okay? Now what you're going to want to do, you're going to now deposit your USDT from your wallet into your Aster Perps account. And so literally you're going to click on deposit. I don't know whether or not I have USDT here, but if I had, it would show here. You're going to click on approve. And it takes about, it says 5 to 10 minutes. Typically it takes 2 to 3, 4 minutes to deposit. Once that deposit is done, you're going to see a balance here. And you're done. So the only time you're going to be accessing Aster relative to you trading is to get funds from either your MetaMask or your Rabby wallet into your Aster Perps account here. And then the only other time you'll need to access Aster is once you have profited from trades, and we're going to hope you profit obviously from trades you make. And if you would like to withdraw those funds out of your Aster Perps account back into your wallet, that's the only other time you'll be going back to Aster to make a transaction. But to actually do trading, you're going to be doing all that without having to deal with this very complex, intimidating, non-intuitive UI. Got it? Okay, so let's move to step 4. Go back to the landing page and step 4. Step 4, the most important step in this video. Your API credentials. So we're going to go really slowly here. So you're going to navigate first to the Aster Dex API wallet setup. So we'll go back to Aster. And what you want to do when you get back to Aster, you're going to click on More. Because again, what we're looking to do now is to set up and establish and create your API keys. You're going to click on More, and then you're going to go down and click API Management. Once you do that, you're going to land here. And now you'll see that Aster just recently put a note out here saying starting from March 25th, 2026, new API key creation is no longer supported. Existing API keys will continue to work. And so for those of you that currently have API keys that you created prior to March 25th, you can use those existing keys in the Perps Bot. If you have never set it up, you're going to have to set up new API keys, and you're going to need to do that using Pro API, which is right here. So we're going to go ahead and click that, Pro API. The first thing you want to do to get your Pro API keys is to click on Authorize New API Wallet. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And Aster is going to require that you name that wallet. So we're going to call it, so that you can remember it, we're going to call it Goshen Bot. You can call it whatever, but we're going to call it Goshen Bot because you're going to be using this with the Goshen Perps Bot. The next thing you want to do, go ahead, before you click on Generate, go ahead and click on Perps Trading. That has to be activated. You don't have to click on spot trading or withdrawal. You certainly don't want to do this under zero circumstances, but you don't have to click on spot trading, and you don't have to give it days valid or set IP restrictions. The only thing you want to do after you establish your API wallet name, you're going to click on Perps Trading. This is mandatory. And then you're going to click on Generate. Now, this new API setup or Pro API setup is going to require 3 sets of credentials in order for you to use with the Goshen Perps Bot. And again, this is something that Aster now requires. They used to only require 2 API keys. Now you got 3 different types of keys in a wallet, if you will, that's required. So before you leave this screen, it's very important. You want to make sure you copy all 3 right now. The first one is going to be your wallet address that you have attached to Aster. Remember, in this scenario I'm walking you through, my wallet address is here. So I go here, and literally I would go click on Receive. I would capture my address, and you want to copy this either in like a password manager or some secure document, or like notes if you're using a Mac that you can lock, but it needs to be a secure document because these are critical pieces of information that if they're compromised, folks can get into your account and literally or your wallet and wipe you out. So make sure that you keep this information in a safe, secure document. So the first thing you want to do, you want to capture your wallet address that you've attached to your Aster account. And then the other 2 pieces of information you'll need is this address here they call API wallet address. This is the API wallet address within Aster. You can copy that, put that in that secure document, and then lastly, you're going to also copy your private key, API key address, which is here. Once you do that, again, make sure you do that before you leave the screen. Make sure you have copied this information and saved it in a secure document. We're going to be reusing all 3 pieces of information to set up your Goshen Perps Bot. So you want to click on Authorize to make sure that goes through. You'll get a confirmation screen that you'll need to confirm. And voila. So I just created that. Now your credentials will be stored locally inside the bot of your computer. Just want to make that clear. They are never, ever, ever sent to Goshen servers. Okay, now part 1 is pretty much done. You have now set up your EVM wallet. That's either MetaMask or Rabby. Your USD funded Aster account has been established, and you now have the 3 Pro API credentials And so you're ready to go. Now in the next video, in part 2, which is linked right here, we open the bot, we complete the 3-step onboarding wizard, and land on your dashboard so that you can start trading. Now part 2 is fast. The hard work is behind you. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.